Hi Pisces, welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at new love and you in your love life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay, Pisces. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Four of Pentacles. So this can talk about holding yourself back. It can also talk about, somebody holding on to you as, like a possession. So we're going to clarify to see what Spirit is talking about with this. Then we've got the Nine of Cups here showing up, which can talk about wish fulfillment. So this is Spirit telling you that your wish is on the way. All right. We've got the Seven of Swords here. This can speak of planning, but it also can talk about lies and betrayal, which I feel like both you and your person have experienced lately. Then we had the Page of Cups showing up here. This is a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This can be talking about somebody coming in with a small love offer. They could also be coming in with an apology. This could have to do with the twin. Then we've got the High Priestess here, which talks about, it's Pisces energy, and it's talking about, somebody like putting you on a pedestal, you feeling or you feeling to them like you're unattainable. This could be the twin looking at you this way, seeing you as unattainable because you've walked away from this person. Okay, I feel like you are defending yourself, you're protecting your energy and protecting your peace with the Seven of Wands. So we're going to start by clarifying with this Four of Pentacles, or clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the suppression card showing up here. I think this came up for you last week. This is talking about you suppressing your feelings, all right? When it comes to this situation, what happened to you in your love life. Okay, whatever this is you're suppressing, it could be bitterness from what happened with this other person, because the other card that's coming up is shame, okay? A lot of you feel ashamed about what happened with this twin. You feel ashamed that this person allowed you, you allowed this person to take advantage of you, that you tried to love this person, and it's like they basically pooped. I want to say Spirit is giving me shit, so I got to say what they're saying. Shit all over you. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So what Spirit is trying to tell you is that this is something that needs to be dealt with, okay? You should not be feeling ashamed because you told this person how you felt or because of the things that you went through. All 12 signs went through the same thing, okay? The entire collective went through it. If you're on this channel, 9 times out of 10, and this resonates for you, 9 times out of 10, you went through a situation where somebody dogged you, okay? And let me say this too. Your person, this new soulmate that's coming, they had somebody drag them as well. There's nothing to feel ashamed about. You tried to love somebody. You should be proud of yourself. The things that you do, I think I told you this last week. I'm going to tell you again, so you might as well get ready. You should not feel ashamed for opening up your heart to somebody and loving them, Pisces. That's what love is. That's what a relationship is. You did what you were supposed to do. You understood the assignment, okay? And you did what you were supposed to do. So you need to get rid of this shame, okay? And then the suppression, whatever you're suppressing, like the hurt feelings, you may be feeling jaded. You may be feeling like you don't want to mess with nobody else no more because of what happened. This is what this person wants, okay? If you want new love, you want to be loved, you want what it is that you've always wished for, you always prayed for, the person is waiting, okay? They're about to knock on your door, but you got to get out of this energy if you're wanting them to come in, okay? All right. Let me pull 2 more cards, or another card for your person. What's coming up? Okay. When it comes to your person, they've got issues too. They're dealing with issues with a karmic family member, okay? Somebody who is giving them hell on their side of things, and they're having to work this out because it could be a parent. And so they don't want to go into a relationship with you having problems with a parent, because a lot of times when you do that, you may end up taking it out on your inadvertently on your person. Okay. All right. This person is focusing on their stability too. They're making sure that they've dotted all their I's and crossed their T's, because they're ready. They're trying to make space for you to come into their life. Okay. All right. Okay. The first card we're going to take a look at here represents who you're going to be in this relationship. So you're showing up as the Empress. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, Pisces. Okay. This is Taurus, Libra energy. It is talking about, you standing in your power, knowing your worth. This is also talking about you opening yourself up. If you're not opening yourself up because you're still suppressing with this suppression card, Spirit is advising you to do this, because the new person is going to come in with their heart open, and you owe it to them, just like they owe it to you, to be open and to get rid of whatever this suppression is. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah, Spirit is telling you, you may need to meditate. Okay. Meditation can help you get through a lot of pain, a lot of crazy stuff. And if you've heard me talk about meditation before, I talk about the fact that you don't start out doing an hour. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to do an hour. You don't even have to do 30 minutes in order for it to be effective. Okay. You can meditate 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and it be effective. Okay. That's how powerful meditation is. Okay. So you don't start out, just like you don't start out learning how to ride a bike by jumping on the damn bike and taking off, and you just know how to do it the first time you do it. It's the same thing with meditation. Start off with a minute or 2 or 3 minutes, something like that, and work your way up to what is satisfactory for you. And it could be a situation where one day you may need 2 minutes, one day you may need 5. One day you may need 15, one day you may need 20. If it fluctuates like that, go with the flow, go with what your higher self is telling you, what your soul is telling you, because this is a win-win. I'm telling you, meditation helps you to not be reactive, and it helps you to not be impulsive. You think before you do things. Okay. And it also helps with like pain and stuff like that. Like if you're having, like I'm talking about emotional pain, if you're having like a bad day, you're thinking a lot about the shit that happened in your past, and you don't know, you don't know how to bring your vibration back up, sit and meditate. Meditation is a beautiful thing. You don't even have to meditate quietly. You can, if you know how to chant, you can chant. Me, I listen to music when I meditate. I have meditation music that I listen to. There's an album that Deepak Chopra does, and I listen. There's a song on there that I really like. It's actually a whole meditation album, and you can sit through the whole meditation album. And I think it takes like 45 minutes to an hour. But I like that one particular song, so I listen to that one song on repeat, and I meditate, for a few minutes in the morning every day, and it sets the tone for the day, so that when things come up, you're able to deal with them better. Okay. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you with the stillness card. Okay. When it comes to your person, this is talking about who they're going to show up as in the relationships. The Parish card, because we're not supposed to say the word for some reason. And then we've got the Queen of Wands showing up here. Fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I feel like this is talking about your person, going through this transformation and showing up as somebody, who is balanced, who is ready, who, is very protective, very passionate, excited about this relationship, ready to be in this relationship and come in full force with you. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay. So we got 2 cards that fell here. Your person is dealing with guilt wounds as well. Okay. So they're dealing with some type of something that they feel like, happened in their connection, and they're trying to work through it with the guilt wound. So it's talking about them feeling sorry, using guilt to manipulate, being afraid to set boundaries. Okay. So maybe they were afraid to set boundaries with this person that they were with, and this person, they may have allowed this person to walk all over them. Because, you let people do things that other people, you would never let other people do when you're in love with them. And I feel like for you, Pisces, that's what that shame is coming through for, and probably what this guilt, why this guilt is coming through for your person. But you got to realize, you live and you learn. Everyone makes mistakes, and that doesn't mean you should stop loving people, and you shouldn't come in in the same energy you came in with this person. It's just you have to take your time to figure out who the person is before you give it your all. Okay. Then we've got the intimacy card. Yeah, this person is learning how to set boundaries, and they're learning how to open their heart up again, because we just talked about it. The first thing you want to do when you get hurt, right? Especially a water sign, because we're very sensitive. So one of the first things we want to do is shut it down and like, no love. We're not giving nothing, but when you do that, you're a loving person to begin with. So it's like you're changing your character because of what somebody else did. And you have to realize that, yeah, you don't go back and be the same type of person you were before to someone who is repeatedly, doing things to hurt you, but you can't shut yourself down and stop being open to other people that are around you. Okay. Because everybody is not to blame for what this person did. Okay. All right. Okay, next card represents what you're looking for in a lover. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. You want somebody long-term, stable, committed. I feel like you're looking for your life partner with this Ace of Pentacles card, or somebody with whom you can have a long-term, stable and committed relationship. Okay. You may not want to get married, but this person I feel like is going to offer you marriage if the two of you decide on it. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah, see? Reconciliation. The reason why it says reconciliation is because those of you that don't know, this is for those that don't know. You had a past life connection with this person. So they're coming back in this life, and it's a reconciliation, a reunion with this person, because you've had other, times that you spent with them in other relationships, in other lives. So we've got the sorrow card showing up here. It's saying deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others. Okay. You're trying to get over something that happened with this person, or like some of you could be going through grief. Some of you may have suffered a death in the family. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what's coming up for me. So it could be that. But those of you, who are sitting in this sorrow and the shame because of what happened with this other person, okay, you have to lick your wounds. You have to give yourself time to get over it. That's what the Hermit energy is for. But Spirit is telling you, don't linger there. Don't marinate there. Don't let that become your new normal. Okay. Have your time to feel the way you feel. Maybe you need to journal. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to, exercise. You need to figure out things. Figure out how to soothe yourself and do that so that you can move forward out of this. Okay. All right. When it comes to your person and what they're looking for in a lover, we've got the Knight of Wands. So this is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in the chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this person wants somebody who's going to come in and be as passionate as they are, because this person is going to be passionate. This card can also denote somebody who's fickle, someone who comes in very passionate, but they can't sustain it. And I don't feel like that's what, that's what this card is about. I feel like it's all about the passion, the protectiveness, all the things, all the fiery, the positive fiery qualities. That's what this person is looking for in a relationship. Someone who is going to come, with a love offer, just like they have a love offer, and the two of you be in this very passionate romance with each other. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, this person is coming forward. All right. They've experienced a lot of hardship in life. Okay. And I feel like they're working through that and overcoming it, because they're wanting to come forward and confess to you how they truly feel. They're not letting this hardship hold them back. And that's why Spirit is telling you to not let it hold you back. You've been through things, yes, but what you want, okay, in a relationship, the type of person you want, okay, that you've always wanted in a relationship, Pisces, is on the other side of your healing. So that's why it's imperative that you do this, because like I said, this person's going to come in, they're going to be balanced, their heart's going to be open, they're going to be ready to work with you. They, like I said, a lot of you, this person watches you, they love you, they already know about you. They can tell, they can sense energetically that you've been through something, okay? And they are, waiting for the time, a time that is right to come in, because they're not wanting to take advantage of you. This is someone who really, really cares about you and loves you and cares about your well-being. Okay. All right. The next card represents what you're looking for in a relationship. So we got the Eight of Wands here. You're looking for communication. I also feel like you're looking for somebody to come in and sweep you off your feet And you may want something to start really fast because the Eight of Wands can denote something picking up really fast. But what Spirit is saying is take your time with this person because you both have been hurt. You both have been through, traumatic and tumultuous relationships. And this is about the two of you gradually coming together, because if this person is going to be your life partner or somebody that you're going to have a long-term, stable and committed relationship with, what you rushing for? What are you rushing for? When you realize that this person is the one you were looking for, there's no need to rush because they're not going anywhere and you're not going anywhere. Okay? Let's clarify. Okay. So, yeah, this is about you being confident, okay? Knowing who you are, stepping into that superhero outfit and realizing, who you are, what you deserve, what you bring to the table, and, being confident because, confidence, think about that. Think about if you're a woman and you see men confident, you're attracted to men, you see confident men, think about how that turns you on. Or like if you're a man and you see a confident woman, think about how that turns you on to see somebody confident. Okay, this is about you stepping into who you really are. This is like the Empress energy. Okay, all right. And then this is also about you being receptive to what it is that you want. And being receptive is doing the healing, putting that shame to bed, stopping, digging up those feelings and not suppressing them, feeling those feelings, because the only way you're going to be able to let them go, Pisces, is for you to feel them first. So you have to feel them. You got to go through that hurt and pain one last time to be able to let it go, because feelings buried alive never die. Okay. So you can't bury them alive and expect them to never erupt, to never come up, because what's going to happen is you put that sand or that soil over whatever it is that you're suppressing, and then you get into a relationship with somebody or even a friendship. It doesn't, or it could be something that happens, with a family member. You get into something with somebody and they do something to trigger you, and all that stuff's going to come up. It's all going to come up and you're going to end up overreacting. A lot of times, like I tell y'all, it's like, just like when you're in love and you have rose colored glasses on, when you're hurting and you have suppressed emotions and you get into a relationship, it's like you have on dirty glasses. So you got fingerprints, oil from your fingers and dirt and all this stuff on your glasses from the hurt and the pain that you've experienced. And you have those on and you're looking at people and you're not looking at them clearly, because you're looking at them from a place of hurt, from a place of pain, from a place of all that stuff, all that crap on there. So you healing yourself is like you're cleaning those glasses off so you can really put them on and look at them clear, look at everybody clearly. Okay. And that's how that helps with discernment. And that's why going slow helps you too, because you're able to really look at the person, see what they're doing, think about how they make you feel without, because a lot of people these days like to just jump straight into the bed. This is about building a foundation. If you want to be in a connection with this person and it to be long term, I'm not saying you can't start by having sex with a person and it won't ever go anywhere. I can't sit there and say, that that's true, but you have a better chance of it excelling and going where you want it to go if you just start off slow. Get to know them for a little bit. Know who you're letting in your body before you let them in your body, or before you go, before you get into theirs. Find out who this person is, because the last thing you want is to get into something with somebody, to sleep with somebody, and then the next thing you know, this person is crazy. You realize, they done attached themselves to you, and you got what they call it, a stage 4 clinger and all this crap, because you didn't slow down to look at who you truly were dealing with. Okay. So like I said, this is about you being receptive to who's coming into your life as well. Okay. Being receptive doesn't mean you allow people to walk all over you. It doesn't mean you open your heart up all the way and just let people take advantage of you. It doesn't mean that. You can take your time. You can go in stages, go in steps, give a little bit and then wait. Give a little bit and wait. You don't have to open yourself up. When I tell you, you gotta, get in it, open yourself up, get more in touch with your softer side. I'm not telling you to just go in and pull everything off and be like, okay, I'm ready to love you, I'm open all the way. No, find out who the person is. Let the person find out who you are. Be relaxed with each other first. Find out, start to talk, have conversations, do all the things that you're supposed to do at the beginning of a relationship. Don't be in such a rush, okay, is what Spirit is saying, okay? All right, so next card represents what your person is looking for in a relationship. Look at this. The Emperor. We got the Emperor and the Empress on the table. Divine counterparts. So this is Aries energy. Your person is looking for somebody stable, somebody practical, somebody dependable, okay? Somebody who is going to be here, stand the test of time, somebody who is gonna be, be in that boss energy, like they're in that boss energy. Like I said, you and this person may get together and build not only a relationship together, but also build a business together, okay? But I still feel like you'll have your own independent thing going on as well. So this is somebody who wants somebody that's going to give as much as they give, okay? Where it's going to be equal across the board, okay? All right, so to clarify, we've got the music card showing up again. You and this person, y'all communicate with each other through music. It may be through telepathy as well. Then we've got the optimism card. So this person is building their courage up, because I feel like at times, you intimidate them. All right. So they're building up their optimism, realizing that they can do this. They can get over what they went through in this relationship with this other person. And as I said, I feel like they're champing at the bit. They can't wait to come in and talk to you and learn about you, because it's a different thing to just sit and observe somebody and then it is to interact with them and really get to know them. And I feel like that's what it is for them. This person wants to be able to ask you questions and tell you stories and listen to your stories and, just make you feel relaxed and help you any kind of way they can. This person is a giver, just like you are. Okay. All right. So when it comes to what your relationship is destined to be like, we've got the Temperance card. So this is Sagittarius energy. It is talking about balance. This connection is going to be balanced. This is a soulmate connection, because Temperance is a soulmate card, and it's also talking about, moderation. It's talking about healing. You and this person are going to be able to come into each other's lives and help each other heal the residue of what happened. The residue. I ain't talking about the majority of what happened in the connection, what happened to both of you and each other's connection. I'm not talking about that. So what I mean by that is like maybe the last 10% of what you went through, or the last 20% maybe of what you went through. This is a situation where you're supposed to do most of the work, the majority of your work on your own, healing, and they are too. And when the two of you come together, you're helping each other to heal the last few bits of it, okay? But this person is going to push you, inspire you to be better. You're going to do the same thing for them. This is a higher level of a connection, okay? This is not somebody with whom you are going to, stagnate, or, they're going to be good for a little bit and then it's going to be some old crap. Okay. Look. This is your person's card. This is your card. So there will be a lot of passion and desire in the connection. Okay. We got the twin coming in with the regret card. I'm just going to throw that over there. And then Spirit is telling you, focus on yourself, focus on your creativity, build yourself up. This is what's going to help you to get into this Empress energy. All right. Help you to be receptive. All right. Help you to heal what has happened in your past relationships. Okay. So now we're going to get some messages from Spirit. See what else they want to tell you. Okay, so we have clarity. Your soul is guiding you to the answers you seek. So Spirit is guiding you through this. Okay, they're going to illuminate the path and show you what is going on. Okay. Then we've got cooperation. There will be an opportunity where the parties will set aside their differences and collaborate. So you and this person, this is about you and this person, compromising, coming together, talking about what it is you want. And I feel like for the majority, the majority of what you want, you're both going to be on the same page, and then you're going to, set out to make it happen. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your person. We are not going to get any messages from the twin. So don't worry about that. We ain't messing with that right now. Okay, we've got time apart. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I am protecting you from my dark shadow side. So this person, they understand what we just talked about, that if you come to this connection, you're not ready, they come into the connection, they're not ready, you're just going to blow it up. Okay, you're going to mess it up. That's why you're being protected and your person is being protected, and you're being held apart, you're being kept in separation until the time is right. Okay, because look, there's divine guidance. It says, I am amazed at how the universe brought us together. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work guiding us to union. The divine is working behind the scenes for us. If you look back at our journey, you will see it too. So, like I said, spirit has their hand on this. So just take your hand off the wheel, let them do what they do. Okay. They know, they can see, remember, they can see not only your side, but their side. They can see the whole entire picture. All right. So they see things that you don't see. So we've got faith. I have faith and hope in our connection and in us. I know that you have been brought into my life for a reason, and it's bigger than the both of us. I know that we're destined to be together, and have faith in God that they will find the way, and have faith in God that I guess he'll find the way for us. Okay. Some typos on here. So this person is telling you to have faith. This connection, everything's going to come together when it's time. All right. Okay. So we've got, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Like I told you, this person is, you're always on this person's mind. I hear You're Always on My Mind by SWV. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. Like I told you, they think about you all the time. You're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. Okay. And let's see. Let me get some of these other cards. I'm just going to pull some random cards. Okay. We've got, you are the one. I know we are meant to be together. Switch it up, make it different. We've got, I will call or text you very soon. Like I told you, some of you got communication coming in. All right. Like I said, you and this person may have the same friend group. You could work together. You may have met this person, or will meet them online. So it could be some type of, they may contact you through Instagram, Facebook, something like that. But like I said, this person knows who you are, and they're ready to come in. I will love you always and forever. All right. Okay. So before you go, we are going to pull some Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle cards and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about the reading and about the connection. Okay, so we've got look, there it is, communication. It says a conversation is on the horizon. Someone is planning to reach out. Be ready to express yourself. I told you. See? So this person is going to be coming in soon for some of you. All right. Those of you who have done your work and you're ready to be in this connection, I feel like this person is, they real close. Okay. And then we've got emotional support. Now is the time to check in with your emotions and with your partner's thoughts and feelings. So this is going to be a connection where, you support each other on every level. It's not just physically, it's emotionally, mentally, physically, all the levels, spiritually. Okay. And then we have sweet song. It says soulmates often use music and songs as a telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. Okay. Again, we're talking about the telepathy. Okay. All right. Okay. Pisces, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces.